There was a link to Wall Street, where money is made, of course, not by the minute these days, but of course by the second, by people who partly invest, partly speculate, partly trade, based on what they perceive is... Good afternoon, my name's Leo Langer. I teach both in the undergraduate school in Financial Accounting 1101 and also in the postgraduate program, the Masters of Professional Accounting, Master of Commerce, Introductory Financial Accounting 5432. They are two very interesting units. In some respects they have similarities and in other respects they are vastly different. One has a more practical emphasis, first year. The Masters has in fact more theoretical emphasis, but certainly the practical side of accounting is also covered quite comprehensively. And today what I'd like to do is introduce you to the way we run these two units at the University of Western Australia. We're going to focus to varying degrees.
Hi, my name is Chinron. I'm studying accounting and finance at the School of Business at UWA. This unit that we're talking about particularly will be the unit in financial accounting, ACCT 1101. So, knowing that not all students are really, that accounting inclined in a way, or, doesn't have a huge accounting acumen, because a lot of students doing this unit, they are not business students as well. He makes sure that, the course outline is being taught as simple as possible, but still conveys the message across to all of us. One thing I really like about financial accounting as a unit is because they get many industrial speakers to come down to our lectures sometimes to give talks, about being a CPA in the future, being a CA, and this spurs a lot of people to do really well.
When I was a student, I enjoyed the interaction between students and the teachers, and also the support that we got, not just from the classes but also from the tutors, and also I found that sources from the internet such as the LMS and also Wiley Plus, so online resources helped me a lot with my study. The most challenging task for me in terms of teaching first year accounting to students is that some of these students, 90% of them, they're fresh graduates coming out of year 12, and they've got this massive expectation that they're still going to be spoon-fed in terms of their learning, and also that there's going to be unlimited support for them. Now, what it is that they don't understand that no one's there to push them to study, and we're not going to break down to them, this is what you have to do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So the challenge for me was that, first of all, to bring it down to layman terms and to make sure that they've got a structured learning plan.
We have to use different approaches to teach financial accounting to first year students as opposed to those doing the Master of Professional Accounting and Master of Commerce. For instance, we use a lot of group work in the Masters program, which we use less of in the first year program. Interestingly, in the first year lectures, we use a combination of paired learning, where we'll raise an accounting concept, be it how we value stock or a depreciation method, and then we'll ask the students in the lecture for a minute or two to explain that concept to the student sitting next to them or behind them. We also use video clips, YouTube clips, and we have used some rather successfully. In first year we cover the concept of how we value assets, and what we have done is we've used an example of a 1960s British sports car, the E-Type Jaguar, which may have been purchased for, let's say, £8,000, and that may have equated to 20,000 Australian dollars back in 1966. And we asked the students, what value would you put on the car today in 2013? So we try to make accounting an exciting discipline, knowing that many students come in with preconceived ideas, thinking it's very much a dry debit and credit affair.
One thing really good about the tutorial sessions, I feel, is that everyone is being encouraged to participate as much as possible, and it's not something like it's confined to just the tutor speaking.
As a tutor, I have found some of the programs that have been set by Leo in particular have been very helpful in terms of meeting up before the semester actually starts. And within that session itself, I gain a better understanding as to what Leo's objectives are and also Leo's approach to the course itself.
Thank you very much for listening to what I have to say today. I hope that what I have said you find valuable and of use. I can be contacted here by phone on 6488 5838 or by email at leo.langer@uwa.edu.au.